Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the First Order TIE Fighter and First Order TIE Pilot from the Force Awakens line of toys. Now, these things are pretty cool, but before we take a closer look at them, let's go ahead and take a look at their packaging. And as always, it's a little harder to review these bigger items, so just bear with me while I get everything set up in frame. Here we go. So as you can see, it's actually got some pretty cool packaging. It's got Kylo up here at the top, and then this really cool artwork of the First Order TIE down here, and then just a little window so that you could see the figure that it comes with. Flipping it around onto the back, you can see it's got an image of the actual toy itself, and it just goes over all of the features that it comes with, and it just kind of shows off some of the other things that you could buy at around this time. Pretty standard stuff, so let's go ahead and get back to the figures and the vehicles themselves. We'll start off with the First Order TIE Pilot here. Let me adjust my light so you can actually see him a little bit better. There we go. So he stands at about 4 inches tall. So he's right in scale with all of your other Star Wars action figures. And he does come with one accessory, and that is his blaster pistol. No paintwork or anything on that, but it is nicely detailed. One thing I actually forgot about, he does come with two accessories. His helmet is removable. It comes off with the little chest piece, and as you can see, there's a human face underneath there. I would pretty much always leave the helmet on though, if it were me. As far as articulation goes on this figure, it's very basic. He's got a ball peg in the head, swivels at his shoulders, no articulation at the waist, and then swivel hips. So he basically does everything that you need him to, which is just sit in the cockpit of the TIE Fighter. So pretty basic stuff. Really, this isn't the reason that I bought this vehicle. This right here is the reason. So this TIE Fighter is incredibly well done. It's a little bit small, I will say. It's not like true 1/18 scale, but it is a toy, so I can forgive it. It does stand at, let's see, 11 inches tall, and about 10 inches wide, and then, let's see, about 9 inches deep. So it's got some pretty good size on it, but it's not too big that it can't be displayed on an average shelf. Now, it does have a ton of features. The first one that we'll talk about is the most basic one, and that is the articulated antenna here. You can swivel it around and bend it forward, which is nice, which keeps it from getting broken if it falls off your shelf or something. The next one is the opening cockpit. And if I tip it forward here, you'll probably be able to see in there are two seats just like in the movie. Now, unfortunately, because the whole TIE is actually smaller than in the movie, they're not actually back to back like they should be, but you can actually get two figures in here, which I think is a nice touch. Up next, we've got a swiveling turret down on the bottom. Pretty basic stuff here, but you'll see right behind there is a red button. That fires out these here. They're actually missiles. And one thing that I really like about this is that they've painted them in such a way that when they're plugged in, they just look like the blaster cannons. But when you push the button, you can actually fire them. Let me do that real quick. Ooh, it's a little hard to do through the camera. I think it only fired one. What's going on? Must not have pushed it. There we go. So as you can see, they do actually fire out, and they're fairly basic. They're just kind of green plastic and then with the painted tip on there. One thing I'm very glad about though is that they did not just leave the whole thing green. They've done stuff like that in the past, so I'm glad that they didn't do that. The final feature of this vehicle is one that we've actually seen on TIE Fighters before, and that is the exploding wing gimmick. There's buttons on the bottom of each TIE which can launch the wings off, just like that. You can do it on both sides. It's a pretty effective gimmick, and it doesn't destroy the look of the vehicle when you've got it displayed, so I really like that. So overall, this is a fairly well done vehicle. It really matches the other TIEs I think that we've got in the past, which I like, and it's not too big to display on an average shelf. So if you can find this for a decent price, and you should be able to, from what I've seen, they don't go for that much money. I definitely recommend picking it up because it's pretty cool. So if you have any comments or questions, hit me up on my other social media, and I guess I'll see you later.